Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between SyDe versus Th000. Th000 spawning as the blue Night Elf player over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, SyDe spawning as the red Undead. Undead versus Night Elf. And, well, I gotta mention, Th000 did choose random. And, well, we still get a Night Elf replay, unfortunately. But hopefully this game does not disappoint. Now, what's going to happen in an Undead versus Night Elf matchup? I am expecting Ghouls and a Death Knight early on to be going up against a Keeper of the Grove and Archers. Yeah, Warden is a hero. I do miss the high mobility of the Warden, Fan of Knives, all of those things really working out to in favor of a solo Warden type of play. I almost say that the solo Warden lives up to her name as like an assassin-based type hero. Doesn't lead an army nearly that well, but is good at like hit and run tactics and finishing off units. Almost better than the Blade Master. Blade Master, it almost seems like, leads the hero by inspiration. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of damage, and the rest of the army behind me is gonna go ahead. Go ahead and try to do more behind that as well. Anyways, let's go ahead and follow up what's going to be happening here. We are looking at Archers getting trained up, Keeper of the Grove, pretty much the same exact opening as we've seen on Concealed Hill time and time again.
I stand ready.
That is a Dreadlord.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay. I'm trying to estimate what is going to be happening in this matchup now. Dreadlord hero is not, well, obviously is not your typical hero, and I wonder how this is going to actually play out. Sleep is semi-effective. Carry-on Swarm maybe as well. Vampiric Aura. This is all a little bit of a major unknown for me, as I'm not quite sure what exactly SyDe wants to do with Dreadlord first. Dreadlord is going to be coming out at the 2-minute 30-second mark. It is going to be significantly late. Keeper of the Grove will already be at level 2. But I guess one of the things that you can do with Sleep is get a good surround on that Keeper of the Grove early on. Now let's take a look at here. Keeper of the Grove already Ring of Protection +2, already up to 5 armor. Meanwhile, back down to the south here, these Forces of Nature are clearing out some creep camps as well. So doing a very good job of clearing out creep camps away from all of the action in order to give a little bit more bit of experience. Oh, there is a Sleep. Let's take a look at this. Are we going to get a unit? Oh, yes. No. Oh my gosh, there is another Sleep right there, and it is going to be a 6-unit surround, forcing a Scroll of Town Portal in order to get away. Dreadlord gets that early Sleep to force the Scroll of Town Portal. That is an investment lost. Scroll of Town Portal is incredibly important, as the Null Overseer will get taken down. All right, SyDe going into a quick, fast expansion. Alright, so SyDe going for fast expansion, Dreadlord opening. I guess if we were saying we really wanted to see some different games, SyDe doing exactly that, as the Null Overseer will get taken down here. Ziggurat could spell a little bit of trouble, but what I like about SyDe's play in particular is that he really went for that early Keeper of the Grove. And because he went for that early Keeper of the Grove and he forced him to use that Scroll of Town Portal earlier, this Keeper of the Grove is actually a little bit afraid right now. He doesn't want to engage, and he's not going to be able to scout out his opponent. Now, what does SyDe do, knowing that he has a little bit of secrecy? He goes for a fast expansion. This is one of those psychological plays that you wouldn't really know unless you played a lot of WarCraft 3. Undead normally does not fast expand, and, well, the worst thing you want to do is go for a ninja expansion as Undead, only to see it scouted out. Well, it is going to be scouted out now by a Wisp, but the Ziggurat with the Nerubian Tower is already going to be up, and there is going to be a follow-up Ziggurat already. Let's take a look back across here. Dreadlord is also purposely staying relatively close to this neck of the woods, just in case he does want to try and defend it. 32 supply compared to 32. There is a tree of life. Th000 knows, you know what? Now that my opponent is going for a fast expansion, I need to be going for a fast expansion as well. Tree of Life is going to be a little bit later. As you know, it takes time to build that Tree of Life and then follow it up with a gold mine entangle. All right, I thought I was doing better trying to get into the more analysis of casting and explain overall what's happening, and then my viewer count drops.
Your building is complete.
To everyone out there who have subscribed to me in the past, thank you very much. Views are definitely down. Unfortunately for everyone except for the Back to WarCraft guys, views have dropped off significantly, and well, it just doesn't work out that well. All right, how are the archers missing? I guess that's just a little bit beyond range. Remember to remind your YouTube to resubscribe, by the way. All right, I think you did do that. So if you do have an Amazon Prime subscription, and you do want to offer me your free Twitch Prime subscription, please definitely consider that. Also, let's go ahead and head back over here to the top right. Ghoul now trying to make its way over. Yeah, gonna go ahead and hide back over here. Archer's gonna be using that long range to try and poke down all of those ghouls. Ents now joining in on the fight here. Keeper of the Grove trying to play a little bit of that game off to the side. As you can take a look, the skeletal minions are in that front position, absorbing much of that damage. The ghouls, while on Blight, do regenerate faster, but unfortunately for them, Acid Bomb does deal a lot of damage. Sell out. All right, I make less than minimum wage based upon what I do here because I enjoy it. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look back across here. Force of Nature going to go ahead and engage. Necropolis is upgrading. The crypt could get taken down. This is a problem. This is not something you really want to see here. But it is dual crypts, at least for now. Just joking. I know. But I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Anyways, Ents now going to be heading off from the north. Necropolis getting the upgrade. Crypt. If this crypt gets taken down, no more production units at all. Dreadlord going to try and engage once more. He does have a lot of health. He is going into sleep again, and the Alchemist could be in trouble. Crypt doing a lot, or Crypt has been absorbing a lot of damage. The archers, however, with this army of Ents in the front in these confined spaces, very difficult to deal with, as the forces of nature, well, are just pushing back the undead. Ghouls now getting focused down here, trying to turn back around, trying to get a little bit of space. Once again, low hit point ghouls getting focused down one at a time. Another sleep now being thrown into position. However, the archers are, well, going to drop in another acid bomb again. Dreadlord may want to try to get another sleep here. What's going on? Takes down one archer finally, going after some more archers again as they are going to be backing away. Meanwhile, back off to the side here, there goes another ghoul. 43 supply compared to 40. Everyone, well, Dreadlord gets surrounded. He gets a sleep off on the Alchemist. Dreadlord, will he be able to fight his way out of this position? It does not look like it. He's trying to continue to fight again. Archer could get taken down. No. Well, yes, but, well, the Dreadlord still gets finished off first. 38 supply compared to 41. SyDe is in, well, a world of hurt right now. Meanwhile, back down to the south, you see an entangled gold mine, and it is going to be 2 bases to 2 bases. Tetris. I might be playing some Tetris after this as well. Anyways, Keeper of the Grove, Archers, and the Alchemist continuing this onslaught here. Meanwhile, down to the south, Dreadlord was quickly resurrected at the tavern, only to be spotted by a Hippogriff Rider. Much of an issue now. Crypt. Triple Crypt now getting added in, and we could be looking into Gargoyles. Gargoyles could be the major problem right now. Are we going to perhaps see a Tavern Hero? Well, yeah, we could get a Tavern Hero right now while the altar is still up. Nope, I take it back, as the Halls of the Dead, Nerubian Tower, and Spirit Tower all joining in on the fight. All right, Dreadlord could have a bit of problems. Are they going to try and engage? Ents are going to join in on the fight here. Vampiric Aura, Acid Bomb going across multiple units. Archers are going to have a very bad day. Nothing to really attack the air. Where are those Gargoyles? Really needs to see them, as we are looking at more and more, well, units getting finished off here. Gargoyles, no Gargoyles to be had. Crypt, multiple Crypts. Crypt Fiends now being added. Web also being added as well. That's a lot of piercing damage. Acolyte being brought over. And Crypt Fiends with Web is just what the doctor ordered, but will it be up in time? Dreadlord now looking to back up. Keeper of the Grove does not have enough mana for an entangle. Acolytes are going in for the repairs. More damage being absorbed by the Acolytes. Necropolis is trying to, well, train up more Acolytes again. The web, is it going to be in time? That is still the question as the Dreadlord wanders back and forth, buying precious seconds. All right, Crypt is now done. Web is now done. Dreadlord, well, it really looks like all of a sudden Th000 realizes that web is done and now is purposely backing away. Dreadlord is here, gonna go ahead, gets it asleep onto the Alchemist. Crypt Fiends gonna try and back away once more. Here's the engagement, big fight all across as the Crypt Fiends are now gonna be focusing down onto some of those units. Let's take a look. Alchemist sitting at, what, 635 hit points, able to fight through. There goes one Fairy Dragon there. Another Fairy Dragon could get taken out again. Fairy Dragons do have additional armor, but they are just rooted in place right now and can easily get taken down. All right, there goes another, followed by another Force of Nature fall. Dreadlord sitting at level 3, getting very close to level 4. 50 supply compared to 59 now. Army size advantage belongs to Th000. Meanwhile, SyDe has the economic advantage for now since he is not getting heavily taxed. Many ghouls are out onto the field. Let's take a look at what's happening next. No more Crypt Fiends as the Hippogriffs are here engaging against the Red Drakes, Ogre Maulers, and the remaining units off to the side. Meanwhile, Dreadlord sitting at level 4 going to finish off these two creeps very easily, and now it looks like we are ready to go. Sacrificial Pit will be added in there as well. Crypt Fiends, only 3 of them. A couple of key webs are going to be important. 50 supply compared to 62 as the Keeper of the Grove uses a Staff of Preservation to, I believe, send back that Alchemist. Alchemist who is now at level 3. All right, mass Hippogriff Riders making its way over. 4 Crypt Fiends. Is it going to be enough? Dreadlord is right here. And there is the entangle. SyDe losing a very quick ghoul there as the Keeper of the Grove blocks off any retreat attempt. Sacrificial Pit training up an Acolyte. Let's take a look off to the side here. Going after that Nerubian Tower, trying to get some slow. Squirrel of Town Portal heading back over there. Dreadlord teleports. Will it be able to land anywhere important? No, not able to really finish anything as the Acolytes were able to heal or repair up the Nerubian Tower. Back down to the south, though. Let's take a look. Hippogriff Riders still on the run. Keeper of the Grove and the Alchemist also on the run here as we are going to be looking at more Forces of Nature being brought on over. Dreadlord still sitting at level 4. I don't see any additional Altar of Darkness. Obsidian, oh, right there. Obsidian Statue now joins in on the fight. Hippogriff Rider is going to come in from the back and now engage against this Haunted Goldmine here. This Haunted Goldmine pretty much going to get taken down. Flying, well, on the run. Yeah, I don't know. Have to talk to an Air Force person. Let's take a look at this. Force of Nature is going to get finished off here. Crypt Fiends could try and engage. Units are looking to back off. Mana Flare dealing damage to these Obsidian Statues. A little bit of damage every little bit of time as the ghouls need to get into position and perhaps try to finish off some of these units as well. Crypt Fiends, however, blocking some of the ghouls from really being able to get in onto the fight. Alchemist is at level 3. Dreadlord's at 4, halfway to level 5. Mana Flare, a Fairy Dragon in the back, not really getting to that much damage anywhere as the Obsidian Statues are going to be able to repair and heal a lot of units. Sorry, the repair should be done to that Obsidian Statue as the Acolytes can repair that. My humor is nice. Well, I try to be family friendly, right? Occasionally my daughter come downstairs and listen to me cast, so, right? Well, yep, just try to be as professional as possible in order to handle all of that. Anyways, back in the center, Ogre Magi. Ogre Lord quickly getting finished off. Tree of Life from Th000. Going to be able to entangle this gold mine quickly. Meanwhile, back down to the south, my daughters are 8 and 5. Tree of Life quickly going to get surrounded, and this could become a problem. Tree of Life can get taken down in a matter of seconds. Meanwhile, do we have a Squirrel of Town Portal? I do not believe so. No, Keeper of the Grove does have a Squirrel of Town Portal. He's not going to be able to save this, though, as the Tree of Life will get taken down here. And watch it get taken out And there it goes. Meanwhile, a couple of Wisp in the back. They're all just going to get detonated. And let's take a look back over here. 3 o'clock position. Hippogriffs, Fairy Dragons going to go ahead and try and engage. Finishing off the Mud Golems now. Now, at this point, SyDe has to wonder, why didn't he Scroll of Town Portal to save it? Dreadlord, if he's trying to go for Dreadlord for the Infernal, that would actually be an interesting call, as the Dreadlord's Infernal is actually a very strong counter to the Keeper of the Grove's Tranquility. You're able to call down and stun that Keeper of the Grove and deal a large amount of damage. Destroyer's now out onto the field. The Destroyer should really be devouring magic all of these summoned units right there. Not quite sure why it isn't doing that. Meanwhile, there goes asleep there. The Destroyer needs to eat all of those units there. Keeper of the Grove finally awake. Dreadlord now back out onto the field. Sleep onto the Alchemist again. Mana Flare onto the Obsidian Statue, as the Obsidian Statues, well, need to get a little bit more healed back up. Crypt Fiends easily ripping through all of these Hippogriff Riders and these Fairy Dragons. Are they going to get taken down? Yes, another one gets taken down, and the Dreadlord is now at level 6. Dreadlord at level 6 after a round of, well, crazy damage. Shade is right here keeping track of everything. You should be looking at an Acolyte trying to repair this Obsidian Statue right now, as we're looking at the Dreadlord just trying to engage once more. Once again, I'll repeat this. I do not see a potion of mana on that Dreadlord. You really want to be able to keep or get that Infernal out onto the field. It does stun, it does damage, well, and it is so difficult to deal with in so many ways. Back off to the north here. Dreadlord finally getting to get healed back up. Are we going to see an Acolyte brought over to heal up this Obsidian Statue? Obsidian Statue down to 128 hit points. And without the Death Knight with Unholy Aura, well, it's difficult to keep that Obsidian Statue a little bit stronger and faster. All right, Forces of Nature back across over here. Meanwhile, 1 Destroyer, 1/1 upgrades. Crypt Fiends and Destroyers going after Fortified Armor. Not necessarily the best choice, as the Forces of Nature are going to be making their way in behind the Haunted Gold Mine. I think it's 10 damage a second, but the more important thing is that it stuns, it's magic immune, and, well, it's still a powerful unit, frontline unit, that generally gets in the way of the other heroes, especially since you're able to position that unit so well. That's also one of the reasons why Force of Nature is so strong. You're able to cast it and summon units that, well, fairly close. There is some Destroyers right there. There's the Infernal. Big stun right there, dealing damage just standing around him. Meanwhile, the Dreadlord looking to continue to fight. There's some more Devour magic again, as the Destroyer is continuing to fight its way through. Fairy Dragon's going to get taken down. Crypt Fiends are absolutely owning this fight right now. 73 supply compared to 44. SyDe is in the driver's seat of this game, as another Hippogriff Rider gets taken down. All right. Entangle. Obsidian Statue is going to go ahead and get in a little bit more heals. Once again, I'll say this again. We need to see a bit of healing going on.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
As the Dreadlord gets to level 7? What? Oh, the Dreadlord is still fighting. The Dreadlord is just walking around fighting units here. Not quite sure why, and causing problems, causing damage over time. Are these units actually immune to magic? Infernal, 49 to 60 damage. Looks like it will finally be able to get away. Meanwhile, Obsidian Statues are not healed up at the Fountain of Health. Obviously, they are not biological units. How Undead... I don't know, do you consider them biological units?
The great outdoors.
As we're looking at the Infernals now making their way over, Obsidian Statue shows up. There's a sleep, and all of a sudden the Obsidian Statue could get taken down. Are we going to perhaps see it and absorb mana from that Obsidian Statue, fighting its way back again? Just Devour magic going through. Crypt Fiends are just absolutely falling apart. And SyDe is in the driver's seat of this game. 72 supply compared to 38. Death Knight now finally out onto the field. You're going to see another sleep right there, as, well, the Alchemist. What is going to be happening here? Alchemist going to go ahead and engage once again. The Keeper of the Grove is in big trouble. Death Knight, are we going to see a Death Coil? Are we going to see a Death Coil? No Death Coil. Staff of Preservation. Alchemist traded items with the Keeper of the Grove. Alchemist is now on the move. Are we going to finally look at that, well, no sleep there to try and save the unit. Death Knight now continuing that fight once more. All right, Dreadlord at level 7, Death Knight at level 1. Crypt Fiends could easily engage and finish off many of those Dryads, but just playing a not so effective use of armor damage type, as the Death Knight is going to get taken. All right, Dreadlord continuing that fight up front. We see Obsidian statues in the backfield. Infernal could be dropping on in just a moment, as the cooldown should be coming to an end. More Devour Magic still, trying to finish off more units. Burrowed Crypt Fiends being, well, joined in all throughout the fight. Dreadlord constantly trying to sleep more units as the Infernal is about out. We need to see that Dreadlord perhaps try to get back in here. Nope, Dreadlord gonna go ahead and Scroll of Town Portal out. Are they gonna see? Nope. Did they see a burrow? Yes, the burrows were in time. All right, let's take a look. Dreadlord is level 3 Vampiric Aura, perhaps level 3 Sleep as well, and level 1 Summon Infernal. Did he Toma retraining into Swarm? I've been seeing units still being slept, so maybe he split his spells just a little bit. It's level 3 Vampiric Aura. I've seen Sleep. I have not seen a Carrion Swarm unless, well, there's just been so much going on in the battle. Abomination now in the front line. The Destroyer, Devour Magic gonna try and get away down to 44 hit points. Able to get away back on Blight. Looks like it will be able to live and fight another day. Frostworm gonna get Death Coiled. Tries to save up as well. As the Death Knight still sitting at level 1. Well, we need to be looking at the Destroyers, well, trying to engage this Destroyer down to 176 hit points. It gets taken out very quickly. That was a bad call right there. Meanwhile, the Infernal getting in big stuns here. Frostworm is now in trouble. Slow Poison. Death Knight, it gets taken down. Th000 is actually somehow trading much more efficiently in these battles. And all of a sudden, in pretty much a moment, the Keeper of the Grove and now the Alchemist are both sitting at level 5. Death Knight sitting at level 2. Unholy Aura SyDe, who had such a commanding lead, all of a sudden slips a little. We'll see if this continues to happen or if SyDe will be able to regain his footing. Now, it is 1 base to 1 base right now. 71 supply compared to 49. And losing or not having Acolytes repair the Obsidian statues may have been the downfall. When the Destroyer was converted, that Obsidian statue was so low on hit points, a handful of attacks from the Dryads finished it off. Alright, Infernal ready to engage right here is a Magic Immune. Crypt Fiends are going to go ahead and join in on the fight. This could be a problem. Let's see a little bit of damage being poked over 77 supply compared to 55. Acolytes are trying to haunt this gold mine in the center portion of the map. Infernal still playing a little bit of a dance game back and forth. Orb of Venom could cause some problems as well. Death Coil saves a low hit point Crypt Fiend as the forces of nature are joining in on the fight. All right, Devour Magic right there. Acid Bomb onto the Destroyer. Acid Bomb gets taken down. Wait, no. That was just the Acid Alchemist's attack. More attacks getting underway. And more damage being pushed through as you see the Infernal finally getting taken down again. Keeper of the Grove does have Tranquility, and Th000 may be able to turn things around right here as the Death Knight is in serious trouble and gets taken down. SyDe has just absolutely fallen apart. Now down to what, 65 supply after losing the Shade and another Crypt Fiend. Th000 making an amazing comeback right now as the forces of nature the force of nature is finishing off some of these Acolytes. Back off to the north. Lich out onto the field. Orb of Corruption. Dreadlord ready to go. SyDe pretty much throwing away this game at this point. As you can take a look, there is one Destroyer overhead. And, well, it should be able to easily finish off some of these units. Keeper of the Grove, however, going to be able... Well, forces of nature joining in again. Are we going to perhaps see some more Devour Magic Dryads poking their way through? There is more Devour Magic trying to finish off these units. Back off to the north here. Abomination
Our warriors
joining
have
in on the
engaged
fight. Obsidian statues, but this Dryad army still may be too much. My voice is going already. Needed to have my glass of water. All right, Forces of Nature finishing off the Acolytes. This expansion will be gone. Does start to unsummon it, but it's going to be a little bit late. Haunted Goldmine will get taken down here in just a moment. It is going to be 1 base to 1 base still. 68 supply compared to 63. Side sitting on level 7, level 2, level 1. The level 2 and level 1 heroes not really doing all that much. Alchemist sitting at level 5. Once he gets to level 6, Transmute is going to become a very big problem, as those abominations, well, definitely worth their weight in gold, so to speak, as we're now looking our way back down to the south. Ogre Magi going to get finished off here again. Meanwhile, Alchemist not going to get any major experience, still about 72 experience shy from that next level. Yes, I am from North America. Thank you. Abominations, 1-1 upgrades. Destroyers, 2-1 upgrades. Dryads going after the Red Drake creep camp over here. This could turn into a potential creep jack. Destroyers show up to the party. Devour Magic. Death Knight shows up as well. Abomination, big stun across multiple units there. And is it going to be enough Tranquility to try and save as all those units, as the Dryad unable to get away in time? That Infernal stun, so much damage. Belt of Giant Strength. Someone should really put that on, as the Alchemist, who's going to have time. Belt of Giant Strength goes to Keeper of the Grove, now trying to pull its way back. Is he going to end up surviving? Looks like he will be able to do that with a Potion of Invulnerability. All right, fighting back every which way. Abomination still over here. Transmute, is it going to get to level 6? That is the question. Alchemist just shy from level 6. Are we going to see it? Alchemist getting absolutely, well, falling asleep on the job, so to speak. 80 compared to 66 supply. Side has a little bit of control in this game right now, but is he going to be able to follow it up? That is still the question. All right, Tree of Eternity entangled this gold mine now. 1 base to 1 base. Dreadlord now making its way back down to the south. Still, what's going to happen here? Abomination could have a bit of problems. Need to get in a little bit of heals. Death Knight is getting resurrected. Lich in the back is sitting at level 2. Are we going to perhaps see some big Frost Novas as well? Abomination, well, no, Tranquility keeping many of those units alive, as the Alchemist just needs a little bit of experience. Level 6 Transmute could change everything. Is it going to perhaps try and go for an Abomination right there? There it goes, 300 gold. And that is, well, that, if the game goes long, multiple Transmutes cause problems. All right, let's take a look at this. There goes the Infernal now. Alchemist still has Potion of Lesser Invulnerability and a Replenishment Potion as well. He is now falling asleep on the job. Crypt Fiends fighting their way back again, and the Crypt Fiend army could do enough. Meat Wagons, however, splashing so much damage in the back. Dreadlord forcing a Scroll of Town Portal in order to get away. There goes some more Dryads once again. Acolytes trying to rebuild here. Side is once again ready to go. Try and expand to the center portion of the map. Let's take a look here. Death Knight, Lich, level 7, level 2, level 2. Dreadlord and the Infernals are going to be the key here. Meanwhile, if you wait too long, that Alchemist is going to just transmute another Abomination. Hit and run tactics are going to become very problematic, as this Tree of Life, well, is in a bit of trouble. All right, let's take a look at this. Meat Wagon should be just lobbing at this Tree of Life now. Should be short work right there. 1 or 2 more shots. There you go. Well, come on. Meat Wagons now trying to get away from the Dryads. Sleep going back the other way. Meat Wagons. All those Dryads clumped way too close together. Dreadlord now in that front line needs to back off again. Alchemist in the front spot. Is he going to try and transmute something? Cooldown is still in position. A beautiful Infernal stun once again, only to be followed by Tranquility. Perfect timing again, still once again, as the units are still running back. Dryads running through, just getting caught in transit once more. Meanwhile, Meat Wagons, are they going to be able to lob and get in more damage again? Dreadlord still trying to chase after those units. Lich now at level 3. Bigger Frost Novas perhaps. to try and melt things through. Alchemist sitting at level 6 still. Could go for another Abomination transmute here in just a second. However, Death Coil, Frost Nova. Alchemist is in trouble. Needs to use a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. No, Staff of Preservation instead, as the Alchemist needs to heal back up, but now very far away from those Moonwells. Dryads, are they going to dance by the Fountain of Health? No, they are not. Destroyer overhead, not really going to be able to do much of anything, as there is the sleep going down. Abominations, and, well, poisoning all of these Dryads once more. Another surround onto the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove getting slowed down. Keeper of the Grove could get taken down. There it goes. Level 8 getting taken out. All right. Transmute is the ultimate from the Goblin Alchemist. It is a level 6 ability that automatically kills a unit and gives you gold. Taking a look at that right there. You saw the Transmute. Killed the Destroyer, got 375 gold, and now continuing to put pressure here. The Meat Wagons, are they going to be able to finish off any of these Dryads in time? Trying to get within that 0 radius right there, trying to get in as much damage. Meat Wagons are now gone. Alchemist is still fighting its way through. Alchemist now sitting at level 7. Potion of Invulnerability. Dryads, where are they going next? Will they be able to dance away? Meanwhile, the Meat Wagons here, are they going to end up getting finished off by the force of nature? The Keeper of the Grove was resurrected at the tavern and then used a bunch of potion or Moonwells in order to stick around. 49 supply compared to 45. All the Meat Wagons are gone. However, is there going to be enough trees to take a look? Tranquility, Dryad now joining in on the fight again. The gold mine has nothing there. I believe, was that another transmute? I don't think no, there's the reveal right there. And all of these Crypt Fiends gonna get finished off. 1, 2 Crypt Fiends getting finished off by these forces of nature. Keeper of the Grove gets an entangle onto the Abomination, and all of a sudden SyDe might come back. SyDe finishes off another unit. No, that was a Dark Ritual right there. Lich now sitting at level 4, or perhaps a Death Pack. Abomination once again on the run. 49 supply compared to 32. SyDe is a little bit smaller. Death Coil onto the Lich. Lich is trying to survive. Ends up getting entangled. And Th000 comes back. Oh my goodness. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed that. A back and forth game. 32-minute game. My voice is gone. Thank you, everyone.